Good morning, everyone. Today is August the 1st, and that you're watching the Good Morning Show. I'm a humble clout fiend vying for your attention so I don't perish. And as stated before, just a short little Good Morning Show to start your day. Now, on to the fun fact of the day. Did you know on PC you can't schedule your Instagram posts? I learned that yesterday. And some people might say, oh, just use the business account. You can't do that because you have to have it in a different resolution than your TikToks or your YouTube shorts to do it to schedule that way. And now Facebook wants your face, and I'm not giving them my face. You're not getting my face. You ain't stealing that face. I'm not giving my face or ID for the inevitable data breach that's going to happen because it's going to be it's a when, not if, let's be honest. I could just go into a rant about how it's going to happen and why it's going to happen, but I'll save that for maybe my little Jump King stream at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go check it out, because I'll probably be ranting then, because I am really bad at that game. Uh, just a cute little fan art done by my mom. I showed this a lot of times. Actually, I showed this every time. I think for the going future, I have a few concept arts for like some of my lore slides that I didn't use for one reason or another. Like some of them were just like replacements for other slides, like that I didn't use, and some of the slides that I had were just ones that didn't fit or were just redundant. So I'll probably do those soon, but if you're interested or more artistically inclined, there's a little art tag. If you have a better name, please let me know, because naming has never been my strong suit, and I kind of just went with that because there's not much going on tag-wise there. As for a quick, call to action, all those follows, all those likes, hit the notifications, and all that fun stuff. Attention is my nutrients after all, and that's what feeds me, and that's what gets me going. And I've realized that my default is standing still, that's good. The little call to action, I think I got everything covered there. As for the fortune of the day, this is through a shamanic healing deck. Now, some of you may be skeptical about fortune telling, and that's perfectly reasonable, but fortune telling is very real in the underworld, and the vessel that has it, does dabble in fortune telling, and has gotten some pretty good uh, draws. For instance, the draw of the day from this one was transformation. Reading verbatim, after the rain comes the sun, after the caterpillar comes the butterfly. This situation that you are inquiring about is somehow acting as a catalyst for major transformation. If you find yourself questioning or regretting, don't. Try not to second guess yourself or beat yourself up. Nothing happens that's not supposed to. Many of your issues and situations are not anything to be upset about. They are paths to wholeness. You are the only one who infuses drama and chaos into the situation. I don't believe that's true. I think technology, especially tech-related things, infuse a lot of chaos into situations. Uh, but continuing from the book, you are always given an opportunity to grow and learn. Growth and learning are very rarely come when you are stay the status quo. And just as you think they should, be thankful for the wonderful opportunities and transformations, and heal for better and higher vibrations. Now that's nice and all, but what does that actually mean? Now, when I say like I'm actually pretty alright at this, I drew this card the first day I became a VTuber. I'll say this again. I drew the transformation card the day I became a VTuber. If that's not like very cut and dry, I don't know what is. So I'm still very much going on in my transformation. Like I could say like I'm starting my cocoon phase in a way. So I'm only going to speak through my experience because I don't know you. You might be going through your own transformations and all that fun stuff. So for me, I'm still very much in this transformation, and I've had a lot of hardships and some second guessing since, as said, this is only my second week, and as a new streamer, you're pretty used to single digit viewership, and I'm making sure that doesn't get to me because that's just part of the growth phase. and part of something I just have to get used to. I do think I have qualities that are good for a streamer. I just need to get back into practice of things, get used to new technology, learning new things, since I'm very rusty when it comes to media arts in general. And I'm doing everything more or less by myself, so I am still making a lot of errors. For example, uh, for one of my for my YouTube thumbnails, I have like reaction things like this, like stuff like that. I mean, with like a bunch of my different toggles, like Dizzy, Hard Eyes, Standard Black Eyes, Big Head Mode that gets cut off on TikTok, and stuff like that. I noticed that like my go-to one, like this, like happy face, like something like that, like part of my neck was missing, and I used it for a lot of thumbnails already. So that was a bit of an oopsies on my end, just, having my thumbnails have part of my neck missing where it's just transparent in whatever the background is at the time. So I've been learning a lot, and that is part of the transformation. I shouldn't second guess myself, and you might be going through a transformation of your own, and there are definitely going to be pain points from that, and that is natural part of the process. I'm also going to see if I can, speaking of part of the process, I'm going to see, can I lower, oh, I can. What if I do big head mode now on TikTok? Oh, not the right toggle. Still partly cut off. I think that's just the way it is, because I'm big head mode. I would have to make myself smaller for big head mode to work. It works for the other resolutions, which is all fine and dandy. And that was also a transformation, trying to figure all that out, taking 4+ hours to learn something that I could probably do in like 15 minutes. Also a part of a transformation and transition point, but that's fine because it's growth, it's a learning experience, and it's overall best for my health because definitely in a better spot than I was like half a year ago. No, even like 2024 is just a bad year for me. For songs, to the surprise of literally no one, the new tariff rollout is pretty atrocious for the stock market. One that did catch my eye, although I'm a little slow on this because it's been going on. It had like its major spike. Actually, it had its major spike literally yesterday. Yesterday, yesterday around no, not even 3 p.m. It was yesterday, like right at like 4. So still pretty early, and there'll probably be a market correction. But Reddit is having a huge spike. Like for frame of reference, today it has went up about 15%, which is about $25, which is a considerable amount. And considering now you might be asking, why is that happening? Essentially, they're doing AI advertisement, or like they're doing AI to figure out your advertisement to probably be like, we will find out your exact data, know exactly what you'll like, and then target you exactly is probably it. And obviously, that appeals a lot to advertising and like just the stock market in general because they see that as very obviously like quantifiable value. Now, how much will it go up? And there will be a market correction. And the question is, when will that market correction happen, and by how much? That I'm unsure on. And the vessel is a novice at stocks themselves. They only started like the start of this. No, not the start of this year, around like September-ish. One sec, I'm getting a call. This is why am I getting a call right now? I may have. Oh, that yell. Sorry for that yell. Sorry there for your ears. I meant to hit mute, but I missed by a millimeter. Of course I did, because my hand-eye coordination is garbaggio. Speaking of hand-eye coordination, fine motor skills. Once again, playing Jump King at 6 p.m. My goal is to get to the top. Not the top of the tower, the top of the tree. I spent 2 hours getting to the root of the tree. That's how bad I am at that game. But yeah, essentially, keep an eye on the Reddit stock. It will get market corrected at some point. I once again don't know when. And if you're taking financial advice solely on a random person on the internet, you're probably going to lose money. But always something to keep in mind, and it's a good opportunity. The stock market is known as one of the greatest opportunity engines, and I would agree with that assessment. Pop, pop, pop. That is more or less it. I will be wishing you all a good day, a fantastic day. And once again, if you want to give a little love, there's the like option. You can follow, subscribe, all that fun jazz. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm contemplating doing it every weekday, just as like a fun little weekday thing. I'll be adding a few more bits and bobs. And once again, have a fantastic day, and I greatly appreciate you coming. Thank you. Now going to do a little dance on the YouTube end for buffering reasons.